Thousands of drivers are out on our roads tonight without a valid license. 8 News investigator Kristen Smith is taking action, digging deep into the problem and confronting drivers who are doing it over and over again.
After Madison Scott's court hearing for driving on a suspended license, the first thing he did was get back behind the wheel.
Your license is suspended for the 8th time, but you're behind the wheel of a car. What's up with that?
I'm not. What you putting this on the news?
We're doing a story on people who aren't supposed to be driving. You're one of them.
He's one of nearly 1 million people across the Commonwealth driving illegally.
And I'm about to meet my girlfriend, and she about to drive for me.
But you're not supposed to drive at all.
Yeah, but she about to drive for me.
But you're not supposed to drive at all.
According to a study by the Legal Aid Justice Center, approximately 1 in 6 drivers on Virginia's roads have had their licenses suspended because they didn't pay court costs. Thousands more are driving with no license at all.
It's just devastating.
Arden Bourgeois says his stepmother was killed not even 3 months ago by someone who shouldn't have been driving.
And she was cutting some shrubs, and then all of a sudden she was underneath the car.
Paige Bourgeois, a wife, mother, and grandmother, was working in the yard at this home on Parham when she was hit by an unlicensed driver. Police say Osmira Mendez Urdaneta fell asleep at the wheel and ran off the road. Somebody
that was clearly breaking the law, who had no right really to be in the vehicle driving, and yet, they just took the life of somebody that was so full of life.
Bourgeois, who was 59, died 2 weeks later.
It's staggering how many cases of people who really shouldn't be driving are driving.
Rob Cirillo is the special prosecutor trying the case against the woman accused of killing Bourgeois.
There has to be some punishment. We have to get the message across that you can't drive without a driver's license.
He says people driving on suspended licenses often get caught over and over again. 7 times for this man, who even had to go to jail for getting behind the wheel.
So I have to take the risk of driving every day to work. I mean, I have a wife, stay-at-home mom, and I support my whole family, and I just have to drive.
If you are driving on a suspended license because of court costs, that doesn't mean you're a bad driver. If you're driving without a driver's license, we have no way to tell if you're a good driver or a bad driver because, frankly, you've never been tested before by the state.
Investigators aren't sure if Mendez Urdaneta has ever been licensed to drive. But according to court records, she's been on the road illegally in the Richmond area since 2003. Mendez Urdaneta is now charged with involuntary manslaughter for the death of Paige Bourgeois. Problem is, police can't find her.
She doesn't live here anymore?
No.
Isn't that your wife?
Yeah, my wife.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Her husband tells us she left 2 weeks ago, which means for this family, finding closure is now linked to finding the woman who killed their beloved Paige.
It's not that we lost just a loved one, but it's affected everybody in our family. Nothing's going to bring her back. So no, I don't think you get justice.
Kristen Smith, 8 News.